and it seems this time it might be working. Maybe Mr. Light just messed up his folders. Who knows?
Hey, we got it. You
Yeah,
got it, guys.
I don't know if we
So
have a
no,
timer, but
yeah, still no timer, but that's okay.
yeah. So with me is Zexy, and this is High Tech, and this is the final. Um,
So interesting enough, as an observer, we don't know who these players are either, right?
no, exactly.
Oh,
Uh,
it says right there.
no, you only see the ops usually.
Oh, the ops. I see. Okay.
But I mean, we will. I guess we will know. Compared, I didn't see the races, but I guess we will know pretty quickly who is who. Um, so I mean, it's pretty even like race wise, and let's wait for the first altar before we start casting this. I mean,
Okay.
if it's if it's if it's going into chickens again, like if it's going the chicken path, I guess we can we can just host Twilight. Let's see. Oh, it looks good. Nice.
Okay. All right, guys. So it looks like we finally got this now.
Yeah.
We don't know who these players are, so if you're just joining the stream now, everything is randomized. Every player gets random heroes out of their altar that can be random from any race. So it's definitely going to be some interesting and unique random hero combos. And the names are also anonymous, so we're not going to know who is who. Maybe eventually we'll start to figure it out a little bit as time goes on.
And the players are Soso, Side, Neutron, Sheik, DV, Eshan, Soso. Did I say Soso? So no,
You said so, yep.
Alien. Who did I miss? Um,
DV, I
and
believe,
the Great Wall. Yeah, and DV.
and the Gray Wall,
Yeah.
right?
So I mean, as good as it can get, almost like I
Yeah,
think.
extremely stacked. I mean, you couldn't handpick a better cast outside of maybe two or other three players that could be in here.
And we do have, let's start at the bottom right, we do have an MK for blue, which obviously is one of the best heroes you can get, but it relies a bit on the other heroes that you get. While
Right.
Blood Mage, I'd say it's great hero regardless with human. So Teal with the nuts here. FS for undead, I dislike. I think it's really bad. But I mean, at least he can go for creeping here and might go for an early push.
Yeah, I think with random heroes, some of the worst heroes you can get are Farseer, Warden, Crypt Lord, Fire Lord, Beastmaster.
Yeah, I
Those are all
agree.
probably the worst here.
Okay, and you just mentioned it like Fire Lord for red, so also not the biggest slack. While purple with human got Archmage,
Get Archmage,
pretty
nice.
good, and SH for pink also amazing. If you like, it's
SH is
can
good.
die pretty quickly. So obviously you want some damage dealers second and third, but it's great. Not as good as TC though. I guess TC, a top 2 hero, if not the best. With
Yep, Gray Undead got Torn Chieftain, it looks like,
yeah.
which is really strong with Undead. You get Endurance Aura, which of course Undead's greatest strength is their mobility typically with Unholy Aura, so it's nice to have that in substitute. Yellow went for a fast tech, kind of a quest build. You can see he's already teching to tier 3 before he has any units.
Yeah, and I guess it makes sense. I mean, it's kind of risky, but it's on the other hand, like there's not so much to creep here anyways, and it's like if you manage to creep all your creep spots with 2 heroes, I guess it makes sense. But yeah, we'll see. Why are my
player's forces are under attack.
unit? Why are my unit respawn movement sounds? What the heck? I don't. Sometimes I don't get this game, like Reforged is so broken. Whatever. So yeah, interesting. I mean, blue is already creeping the mid spot here. Do you think it makes sense to creep that one before your second expo? I think he could have gone for the second expo first.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's a creep that's going to be contested that you want to grab. One thing to note that no one is doing on this map, one thing I wish this map had was a little bit more gold. I mean, if you notice, the gold mines are all
Yeah.
pretty slim, so the gold will run out fast in this game. You know, arguably could be a change on the map, but being as it is, everyone has this guaranteed natural expansion. So I would like to see some players go for one of these middle expansions first,
Yep.
right? And then maybe get this later. But it looks like no one has decided to do that yet.
Yeah, and it can be a bit like they are quite far away if you want to take one of the mid ones, and like you need to open the gate, so you can't really militia creep it because it takes too long to run there and then to creep it. So
Right.
it can take a bit. But yeah, blue also getting the shredder here, and oh shit, look at yellow. Wow, that's so that's
Double Priest of the Moon. Yeah, pretty bad.
that's
Really
I
bad.
think the word like
A player's forces
that's the
are under
worst double hero you can get. Like it's
So
pretty.
here we go. Early one-on-one between red and purple.
Ooh, interesting.
Purple had a TP. If you see that, he lost
Yeah.
his town portal when he
With
was
the
trying to get the
shredder,
shredder
yeah.
here.
Oh, surround on the.
He's got a greater heal potion though. It's not going to work.
Yeah, and we forgot to mention that there are around $250 on the line here, so it's actually it has a price pool, so makes it more tense. And this is a really important surround here for purple because there's no way he
Yeah.
can defend it without this surround.
So let's see if purple can defend this here. I'll say that since red did get a bad draw with the Fire Lord first, he's made the best of it by choosing to play Huntresses and Archers and rushing purple. I think that's the best move to do.
Yeah,
Now purple is quickly building these towers, so let's see if he can get these up in time.
and he has a Dreadlord second, so all of a sudden it will get much harder to break this. And water elementals are really amazing against hunts, and also not too
Right.
bad against lava spawns. So, and now it's daytime. It's turning daytime, so this will be the last deciding push here, or I think red will fall apart. And the towers are
Yeah.
ready, so I don't see him breaking
I
this.
think
really.
that purple is going to be able to hold it here, it looks like.
Yeah, and
We'll see.
Arcane
He doesn't have any
Sanctions-
units, though. He doesn't have any units at all, so...
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Hans already really damaged. Needs to he needs to watch out for his Archmage here. But he has 700 gold, so he can go for potions even. So should be able to defend this, I guess.
Yeah, those
really
towers are nicely placed. He's going to be able to get some casters, yep.
And he goes for Carrion Swarm first.
So it's interesting, if he didn't get that hero surround, despite the greater heal potion, he probably would have been dead. The elf player also could have tried to break this surround with his units, but instead he decided just to use the potion and then TP.
A player's forces are under attack.
When was
Now
this
he
game
asks for
started?
peace.
Town is under siege.
When was this game started? Was it roughly 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, 8 minutes ago, something like that, yeah.
So okay, so just so we keep track of the clock, just in case it has a timer. I don't know.
Alright, so elf's push failed there. Ask for peace for the human player. Human is fine to do that. Pink with the Shadow Hunter Alchemist combo. Pretty cool.
Do you think it's a good call by purple to piece here? I think purple would have. I mean, he knows that he has could have the upper hand now. Like with his heroes, he's pushing casters now. There's just no way the elf can defend this. I think, if
Well, I mean, the elf called for peace, right? So the human can just take the peace. Now the human can just attack him whenever he wants to, right? But
Yeah.
at least it's going to stop the elf from attacking him again.
A player's forces
Wow,
are
and
under attack.
yellow got the paladin third, so that's
oh,
really
God.
that's a horrible hero combo. I mean, unless
Terrible hero combo. I think that's DV.
unless you get mass gold and can go to like 100 supply worms and double starfall, I guess it gets pretty nice.
Right.
then.
Double,
But-
double Starfall, and you can heal your Priest of the Moon with the Paladin.
Exactly, but that's a long way. So
Right. Yeah, he's going to have to take out blue. Now, blue is
Ooh.
already breaking 50 upkeep, if you see that, with 2 barracks. He's going to a build with riflemen and casters. Kind of strange
yeah.
macro here. Looks like he is going to probably break out on yellow soon.
Yeah, interesting that he goes
red
up
camp.
to 60 while just getting 2 workshops, and he doesn't really have the gold to support this. I don't think. But
Yeah, I think he's not so worried about his upkeep. He's trying to creep these red spots
Yeah.
right now. Not sure exactly who this is. It's not the worst idea when there's 8 players here.
Are under attack.
Try not to be so greedy.
Yeah, and on the down on the left, you see a fight between Orange here. Oh, who gets surrounded? Blocked in here. No, okay, almost. May lose the SH level 4, but he's pulling the ghouls, and there's no reveal here for Teal except like the stomp. So, but looking good for Teal still. And another fight at the top. Purple and Pink are going to maybe not fight, but at least they want to share experience here.
Yeah, they agreed to share
yeah,
experience in the chat.
While on the right, yeah, I mean, at least yellow is getting some creeps scrapped here on especially the big ones on the left and on the right are much better, also item-wise, than the ones north-south. So it's really good for yellow to get that. And I would like... Yeah, oh shit, this flame strike here.
Who's gonna get the item? They can't pick up the item right here. Scroll of Resurrection.
Yeah,
So
shit.
Pink got the experience and the item on that level 10 there.
Yeah, that was important. And in the meantime, we see Teal being under pressure here. Like he needs to be careful not to lose all his riflemen and the TC here.
Yeah, I think that Orange is probably side, and maybe Teal's the Great Wall.
I need to check for the main base.
Maybe
Yeah,
zTsoso?
double temple. Yeah, Orange should be side. Double temple is side, I guess. Ooh, and the TC. Like you could focus the TC. What's it doing? The TC. That was
Yeah,
a
he
very
needed
easy
TP
kill.
with the TC. So nice fight with side there. He's adding Necromancers. You can almost tell it's side for sure.
Yeah, should
And
be.
he has Orb on his hero with Frenzy
And
with the statues.
another fight breaking out here in the top right, and I think that's nice on this match where it's like really that separated, so you really know who you are going to fight, so you can prepare for your enemy.
Right.
And we do see great pushing into this natural here. That's very interesting. Like that he's really pushing up that hill. So he has the uphill position now against Pink. And Pink level 4 SH is nice, but yeah, level 1 Dreadlord and level 2 Alchemist not so much, but he has enough gyros, I guess.
It's a really good hero combo though if he can level it up.
Yeah, but for both,
All right, so yellow and blue are finally fighting here.
Oh yeah. And yellow is going for worms, but it's just very difficult. I like that he's going for ghouls here, but also ghouls against Clap and against TC. Is quite tricky.
Yeah, it's just that blue's hero combo is so strong and yellow's is so poor. I mean, you have Mountain King, Archmage, Torn Chieftain.
Yeah.
You know, couldn't ask for a whole lot better than that. Oh, here's purple, just like I was thinking.
Wow,
He
the
took the
TC.
piece, but
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good call by Purple. Like you don't want to lose. Like it's his corner basically now. And he has a Warden third, so very interesting hero combo. While blue seems to be pushing into yellow's main base here. Will be very difficult to hold. These heroes are just completely rubbish. One of the worst hero combos I've ever seen in FFA.
right. So right now we have 4 one-on-ones all at the same time. All the corners are fighting. Pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. And it seems, yeah, Teal is out of the game.
Yeah, looks like Side took over. So interesting that Side didn't go Fiends or Gargoyles. He decided to play Ghouls and Necromancers with Unholy Frenzy. You guys see the Frenzy strategy in solo now with Ghouls, Frenzy, and Unholy Frenzy. And worked out really nicely for him here. It'd be interesting to see if Undeads adapt the strategy more often as well, especially early on. It's so difficult to fight with human
And
before you have a lot of air and things like that.
Man, Side is so successful with it, it's crazy. Like, despite everyone knowing what he's going to go for, he's so good with it.
Right.
Yeah, yellow, so very, like, quick one-on-ones here. So it seems the top right is the most open fight at this point. Pink, the upper hand there, so not much. It's a bit of a tricky situation for Gray as
Yeah,
undead
he needs to
without
get out. He's
AoE.
getting dominated by these gyrocopters.
Yeah. So
A player's forces are under attack.
yeah, tricky call. So top left, um, top left is looking very grim for red here, and we do have 4-3-2 heroes. Very nice heroes. I like
Looks
them.
like DB is going to be joining us here now.
Sheik.
Oh, that was Sheik.
Sheik with a very bad luck, bad luck heroes.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, that's the downside of random hero. Like, it's not, you can have pretty bad luck. Like, with his combo, there was really nothing he could do, except maybe he could have, I think, maybe tried to rush with maybe arrow, I guess, maybe. Could have tried that, but pretty good. Wow, and yeah, pink is strong here.
A player's forces are under attack.
What's his third hero? Oh, but I'm very interested to see how SyDe is going to play here. Like, this hero combo is very interesting. Because he has, like, no real disable, but he has mass TP, summons, and he has banish and phoenix later.
3 intelligence heroes, pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
But
SyDe
it's-
is at
yeah.
50 food now, and obviously he should stay at 50.
Yeah.
So we'll see how long he can hoard 50 here. Build up items on his heroes, which it looks like he's getting boots. He has boots on all 3 heroes now. Smart.
Yeah, so orange, do you like that orange is like SyDe, if it's SyDe, probably it's, that he's walking around the map with 50 supply? I think it would be very, I think it can be a disadvantage if you show yourself out on the map at this stage with 50 supply, when it's still like a 5-way and you don't have anything to win out on the map. So you're just like, he could have just sent scouting summons, but instead he's just showing everyone that he's 50. So
Yeah, I mean, it could be. He could get punished for it. I think what he was doing was going to the shops and, picking up boots and stuff for his heroes. At this point, it seems to be that his next opponent will probably be this blue human player. I don't know if he's necessarily worried about being teamed or anything at this stage.
yeah, probably not. So it's going to be like a quick 4-way now, and really interesting hero combos. Like, every hero combo is kind of interesting here. Like, we do have blue with, did you see blue with MK and Archmage for human, which is kind of unheard of, and a TC on top. So I guess blue has the best hero combo.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, I would say blue probably has the best hero combo.
Probably by a margin. Like, that's, I mean, obviously you don't have the heal that you want to, but TC is just great with every hero, with every other 2 heroes. So, and pink also, like, pinks might be a bit more well-rounded even. Like, pink has AoE, pink has heal, alchemist as a damage dealer at the front, and acid bomb. So I'd say
Yeah, he has 2 disables with hex and sleep also.
exactly. So I think pink has, I think, a more rounded combo maybe, even if it's not, they're not as strong individually. And purple with Archmage, Dreadlord, and what's third? Where's his third hero? Or he's only double hero right now? Where's his third hero? Ah, in the center, Warden was it? Right. Interesting too. I guess like he's fine. I mean, he has AoE, double AoE. He has summons, mass TP, and a Warden. So also pretty interesting. So I'd say orange has the weakest hero combo here on paper.
Yeah, I think so too. Purple's combo is kind of a little bit strange also. Warden just isn't very good. Gray
yeah.
and pink and blue all have solid hero combos.
Are under attack.
Oh, zTsoso after winning
zTsoso.
3 games in a row. Yeah, it was a tricky corner. Sharing a corner with SyDe is probably not what you want playing human. It's tricky, like you can lose so easily in these 8 ways because you really don't... Oh shit. Only me lagging?
So right now you see that SyDe has been sitting on 50 food as he should be.
A player's
Now
forces
blue
are
has got
under
all these
attack.
expansions, right? But he's took all these expansions on 80 food,
Yeah.
which is fine, you know, which is fine. But you'll see that SyDe is going to benefit more on 50, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a downside of being 80. Like he wasn't able to drop really. So
Right.
we'll see.
Yeah, SyDe was able to defend at 50 at this choke point right here with
A
Frenzy.
town is under siege.
Didn't need to make much of an army. He was really efficient with his units.
Yeah, so SyDe on 6k gold, blue is on 6k 2, 3k for gray, and I'm really surprised that pink is playing so passively right now. I mean, pink could have finished gray,
A
I
player's
guess.
forces are
Like,
under
pink
attack.
was really ahead.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. And now pink has kind of sacrificed possibly taking this other expansion or the main base.
Yeah, and they're both almost dry. Like, there's really not that much gold left, so it's a heavy disadvantage. Like, every 2 minutes that he allows gray to mine them, it's less gold for himself. Oh, red is still in the game. The Fire Lord level 4. And he's mining even. Like, there's an 8k mine here in the center. Wow.
Orange 50, so he just scouted him for the first time. Called him out. Orange says he's...
That's a worst call ever. Like, it's never going to happen.
A player's forces are under attack.
I kind of like it because it's like, you know, if someone says 60, like, he's mainly trolling.
A town is under siege.
But
nice,
I mean,
attempt, nice attempt at manipulation there. 60 making units, sad face. Let's see if they go for it.
but it doesn't really matter. Like, pink is cross map, and it's like all the ones next to SyDe are having mines too that they can mine now. So there's no need for any of these players to really attack him now. I mean, purple is pretty broke. He just needs some gold now and needs to finish red. And blue doesn't
Right.
seem to attack anytime soon. Like, blue is just sitting here.
See, if I was blue, I think at 80 food with all these expansions, I wouldn't be sitting. I would be trying to attack orange probably.
Yeah, for sure. Especially on a map where there's not much gold for 8 players. You really want to drop if you have the chance to hold your corner.
Right.
But it's not
And
like
if not dropped, then he can get his hero levels, right? He's almost level 6 Mountain King. Eventually he can have mass TP. Kind of sitting at 80 food. Not necessarily the best thing, but we'll see.
ooh, triple level up here for pink by killing the Fire Lord. That was a very important one.
So SyDe is just happy to sit at 50 food, right? He's just building his heroes, getting preps, in vuln pots.
Yeah, SyDe's in a good spot here. I mean, at some point, like, you need to decide whether you want to just wait until it becomes like a 3-way at some point, or if you want to spend your gold actively to get ahead in levels.
So who has lost?
Sorry?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Who do you think Alien is, and who do you think Eshan is? Any idea?
Attack.
And we saw a lot of talking by the top right, like the pink and gray. I'd say one of them is Eshan,
Yeah,
I guess. I'd say probably gray, but I'm not sure.
probably gray.
I don't know. And I mean, the one at the bottom right, looking at the towers, I guess might be the Great Wall. Like, he likes his towers.
Yeah.
So maybe, like, just by the number of towers and that he's comparatively silent, maybe could be Great Wall. It's
Yeah,
difficult.
Great Wall versus SyDe one-on-one is going to be really good. But again, SyDe is just soaking all this money on 50
Forces
food.
are under attack.
Yeah. And I really don't know, like, who's alien here? I don't really know. I mean, the top,
Town is under
I don't
siege.
know, like, who's purple? Purple could also be the Great Wall, I guess.
Yeah, purple or blue.
Yeah. Who's, like, the other human player could be, I don't know, who played random? Like, Neutron? I don't know, maybe Neutron?
Neutron played random, yeah.
Could be Neutron.
Player's forces are under attack.
Who else is in this game? I always forget. Like, who's missing? Pink is DV. Yeah, makes sense.
So SyDe pumped an army finally. Not
Yeah.
sure why he did. No one is coming at him. I mean, people are calling him out in chat, so maybe he feels a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I mean,
But
he's a player that wants to play aggressively, and I kind of like if you look at his mines. Oh, now he goes down to 50. Interesting. Kind of like that.
Weird.
I mean, on one hand, like I dislike if people take so long dropping to 50, but on the other hand, like they scouted him on 80, and now he's on 50. Maybe not the like after Orange got called out, so maybe not the worst time to be on 50 now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. He has a lot of gold. Now, a key thing is here is Blue got this gold mine, right? So they each had their corners, all the gold mines, but Blue got the one in between Orange and Blue. So even though he was on 80, he has more gold now.
Yeah.
It was smart for him to take that additional expansion. And SyDe didn't even fight for it. He was happy with what he had on 50 there.
And I mean, SyDe could, I think SyDe could have finished red and just taken the gold mine on the left
one
side
here?
in the center, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, SyDe also has the main mine here of zTsoso still with almost 4k gold, which is one of the biggest mines here. So he has, like, he could get up to the same amount of gold. I mean, he's 12k too, so it's 12k, 14k, doesn't really make a difference here. But Purple is going to start fighting here. And Purple's heroes are not, like, will be very level reliant, and they're not there yet, but you don't really want to feed Purple. Like, these heroes will be scary if they get to levels. Like, especially
SyDe
the
has
Warden.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. So interesting, SyDe has a Necromancer worm wagon kind of army here versus the human player.
Yeah, I kind of like it, and that swarm wasn't too good, so he missed one swarm. But SyDe also, he's focusing the tanks here. Oh, the Warden.
Warden's dead.
Oh, level 6. Oh, and the Flame Strike is killing all the casters in the back. That was a really good fight here for SyDe. Like,
It was. They had him flanked up here, the wagons.
he lost like 3 supply and killed like 20 or something.
So sometimes when you play random heroes, you just don't micro as well because it's so strange. You're not used to having Warden as your third hero, you know, or Dreadlord as your second hero. So you saw him lose the Warden without even microing it.
Yeah, Warden third is super odd. Like, it's one of these, because Warden just, like, you need to constantly do stuff with the Warden. You can't just, like, you don't want her to auto attack at the front. So she's not just a hero that stays at the back, so she will always run to the front. And like, without the spells, she's pretty useless. So, pretty bad hero to have third, I guess.
All right, so Gray is going to attack Blue, it looks like. Blue has a nice 16,000 gold. Looks like it's definitely the Great Wall. Good hero combo, lots of gold, strong base.
Yeah, I think the towers are a bit too clumped up, but on the other hand, I guess, whatever. And yeah, we do see Orange now pushing at the top left, and I think we do see Necro Wagon top left and bottom right.
Yeah, these gyrocopters are going to dominate the worms, though.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
The downside, like,
composition.
Yeah, SyDe is going into Fiance very late usually, so he needs to TP out here. Wow, and he's forcing the TP. That's kind of interesting, honestly. I mean, the gyros take a lot of damage against all these skeletons, but...
Yeah, Necromancers are good, like, as far as Raise Dead. If you don't have Dispel, like, as a human player, it's tough to fight Necromancers if they're skilled. Like, Priest Dispel isn't that effective. It's more like you need Mortars to handle them.
Yeah. And are Pink and Gray going to team Blue now? Like, Pink is in the south too here. Yeah, once Orange gets to 666, this is a very scary hero combo here. For everything.
Yeah, it's fun to see 3 intelligent heroes like that.
Yeah.
Flame Strike Blizzard with Mass TP and Earthquake Chain Lightning.
But he's still
Triple
undead.
warp.
Like, still undead is probably the worst race you can have in random hero. Like, you don't really heal that much, right? Like, I mean, if you're on your own blight, you don't have your normal generation, do you?
Right. I mean, you have statues. I think Orc is the worst race in random hero.
Yeah, might be right.
and then after Orc Undead and Human and Elf are probably the best. But it's really hero combo reliant. Like these hero combos with the Undead player really work with the strategy that he's playing.
Yeah, and I just realized that it's again Side who has mass TP with Necro Wagon. That's something he had already in like one of the previous
Oh yeah.
random hero matches. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, it's just a great combo. Okay, and Pink and Gray are heavily teaming here.
Look at this. Yeah, big three-way fight. And that's okay. Like the Great Wall mined out his mines already, right? Mined them all out. He's got a ton of gold. It's fine that he's being teamed for now. He's got Earthquake on his Farce here. The Dreadlord has Sleep, but if somehow he can disable the Dreadlord, he can take out a lot.
Let's see. I mean,
Look at this triple orb with Frenzy. Sick. So much damage.
Is under siege.
This hero's just getting decimated. So are we gonna force a timer? Like there should be 60 minutes left. No timer? I don't know.
there's no timer.
Okay.
I just wanted to clarify if there was supposed to be one. I can't remember whether, like, I think we discussed it.
So look at Red still mining this expansion. No one has punished him for this.
Yeah, I have no idea why Purple like was attacking Orange before finishing Red. That's not a move you would
Yeah.
usually like. Why would you do that? I mean,
This is a bad expansion from the Undead player here as well. Plus probably here as well. Like obviously that expansion's gonna die, so he's just wasting his gold.
yeah,
Side would have been better off either taking this expansion or this expansion, right? But he
Yeah,
didn't.
for
He
sure.
didn't take either one of those. So I think that shows, you know, still some of his inexperience in free for all as far as the expansions.
yeah. And this is even, I think, once it like people see the blight, there's, I mean, no one will expect Gray to mine it, so everyone.
I mean,
will,
it costs 255 gold to make it. He only
exactly,
has 400
yeah.
gold in
And
there.
people will know you mined it, and they don't know if that it's there was just 400. So
Right.
it's a negative for him. I say on paper.
So purple has an army now to fight the undead player, right? Spellbreakers, mortars, priests. That's what he needed. But he's broke, right? This is his last army, arguably.
Yeah. So I think it's
undead player's
yeah.
still in a really good spot.
Yeah, and I think Orange is like that's Orange's best chance to get some experience here. Like this human has like all these spell breakers can be really good to get experience, and Red is even helping him. So I think it's a nice spot here for Orange, probably Side. So who's like if Gray is Eshan, then Eshan is teaming with DV here. It's very interesting.
I mean, it's either DV or Alien, right? That's pink.
Pink is DV. Quest said he checked the stream.
Okay. So pink is DV, gray is Eshan, purple is Neutron, blue is Great Wall, and red is Alien, I guess.
Could be, yeah. I guess makes sense. Like Sheik and zTsoso are out, yeah, then that's probably what's going to be. But I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, you never know. It's a very nice army by Orange. Like, look at this, all these small units here.
Yeah, even the acolytes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but purple has the counter to this army
Yeah, but needs
as
to
long as he
micro
can
well.
position
Like,
his mortars.
I mean, the wagons alone are dealing quite a lot of damage against these spell breakers. So. Oh, and what's a Dreadlord doing there? Dreadlord really exposed here. Cripple
He's gonna
coming
staff
out.
him.
Wow, that was close. And Red has 2 heroes now.
So purple is broke. Red is still helping him.
And Pink is on Red
Helping
now.
orange.
Is he? Yeah, pink is on red now. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, there's no reason that red should still be mining her in this game right now.
Yeah, for sure. Like yeah, totally agree.
Player's forces are under attack.
So this Necro Wagon combo, it's nice actually with these heroes because he can extend the range of his army with Blizzard and Flame Strike and Chain Lightning, right? So you can't really run into his army so much because of the AoE skills. And the map has a lot of choke points. So this, you see the disease cloud just doing damage on these breakers.
Yeah, this disease class is great. So as long as SyDe can stay away from the AoE, I think he has a great chance here. But
yeah, the mortars aren't really doing much.
Wow, and this damage is just crazy here. And I think it's I don't know.
So let's look up here. Great Wall against probably Eshan up here. Again, a nice ramp and a nice choke point for the undead player. Difficult to break for the human.
Someone says
with all these
purple is the Great Wall, which what me and blue is who's blue then?
Blue's got to be Neutron, I imagine.
Neutron, okay.
I mean, or it could be Alien.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess we don't know for sure who red is. I mean, this tier 1 push, I don't know. I mean, this tier 1 push didn't look like something Alien would do, I guess. I mean, sometimes he does it, but in a final like this?
Yeah, I mean, getting Firelord first, I would probably do a tier 1 push myself.
But do you, I mean, you can still like gamble for getting a better second and third hero. And then,
yeah, no, that's true. It's just like early on utilizing the Firelord.
yeah, but
with
against
his
human,
spawns and things like that.
with Archmage, I don't know. I mean, it's not that big of an advantage, I guess. I mean, it's an advantage maybe, but
Yeah, I know it's a bit of a risk. I did the same thing in my previous game. I didn't make the final because I lost early in my third game, but I went for a quick tower rush on market, and I mistimed it and I didn't kill the well. I almost killed the first well with my first 3 militia, and it was just a fail. I just went for the rush. I failed. I was like first out. So, but I think sometimes depending on your spawn, depending on your heroes, you kind of have to take some of those gambles.
yeah, I guess in 8-way it's fine too, but I would have liked to see him rather going for mass hunts then. Like this archer hunt mix, I mean, that was not, like, I don't think that was a really strong push here. And we do see,
didn't really complete the job.
and we do see purple being really, really broke. 100 gold here. So he really needs to hold this or he's doomed. And it seems, yeah, red is, I'm not sure, I think purple should peace with red. Like, purple should realize that he can't fight both. And this is just great AoE against these towers. Look at them melting.
Yeah.
And Flame Strike is not even level 3 yet. It's crazy. And another fight at the bottom right here between grey and blue. And looking really good for blue. Is it?
Yeah, it's different for Gray when he's not on the ramp, but he actually is doing okay here.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the gyros are not doing anything and human heroes are dropping low. Yeah, that's a disadvantage with that's a disadvantage without Paladin. Like, you really need the heal.
Right.
Player's forces are under attack.
Okay, Gray's losing the hero, but the Archmage of blue should... Wow.
Archmage is almost dead.
He's not focusing it. Could have... I think he could have killed it. Yeah, now red is joining orange here, so this is really dark for purple.
Another cool thing about this combo that Orange has is just simply mana drain, right? Like his heroes between mana drain and Brilliance Aura have almost unlimited mana plus a statue.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty cool combo.
Like, the only disadvantage is that all these heroes die pretty quickly, but wow.
Right, but it's rather easy to control because they're all similar, right?
But he needs the experience now.
Oh.
He didn't get off the chain lightning. I think he could have killed them all. But they are in the very back. Let's see if he finds them.
So Pink grabbed this expansion. Pink is playing pretty smart. He didn't finish gray, but he's still setting himself up for the end game at least.
Yeah, Pink is in a decent spot here, except the levels are not like that good. I mean, I don't know, 5-4-3. At some point he will need to fight, but I guess, I mean, he's human with great heroes here. But you really want, on a map like this, I think transmute is even more relevant, I think.
Sure, because yeah, I mean, the gold mines are almost gone at this point. We're only 40 minutes into the game.
Yeah. And this is, it's a bit risky here, honestly, by Orange to stay in this. Needs to be very careful against Warden and Dreadlord, like Blink. I mean, the Dreadlord died. Okay, so never mind, but still.
Right. I mean, he's got invuln pots.
Yeah.
And TP.
And Orange really wants to get his heroes to level 6 here. Archmage and Blood Mage. And now Pink is on... What's Pink doing here? Is Pink... Wow. Purple really holding a grudge against Red here. And Pink is coming from the back, so let's see what... Oh, it's Pink... Pink and Purple are both finishing Red now.
All right, so blue is 100 food or getting there. I'm not sure if he's going to try to wipe gray. The thing is, on this map, it's kind of like Market, right? With this ramp right here and all these towers behind the ramp, like, he's going to lose money. It's not going to be worth it for him, especially facing Fiends and Necromancers. He can't really siege his base.
Yeah, but I mean, he will get to mass TP quickly, so I guess he could try to send some tanks up the ramp, kill like these Necro Wagons with his Griffins, and then he will be level 6 and can mass TP to the back instantly.
Yeah, that's true. He is close to that.
There's a lot of mass TP here, like 3 players with mass TP soon.
So look at SyDe right here. He just TP'd and he's re-rallying 5 Akos to a gold mine that has 160 gold. Let's see if he notices. Like, obviously he should only make 1 Acolyte, right? Mine it and then unsummit it. Or you should have just let it go.
I mean, unless you're really into Acolytes, I mean...
I mean, he could always move him up here, I guess.
Okay, yeah, so this might be the final push, but very lucky for Purple that he has mass TP so he can get out.
So this army by SyDe, like, it's not really going to be punished because, I mean, it would be by obviously a lot of gyrocopters, but there's not an orc in the game. There's not an undead that's going to have like mass gargoyles and nukes. So this army comp can pretty much fight everybody, except for mass gyrocopters. Here you go, mass mortars. That's what he needs there.
Yeah, really good. Needs to be careful here.
These inner fire mortars are sick though. With Blizzard.
There's level 6. Level 6.
Nice.
6.
I love all those mortars. There's like 6 inner fire mortars right now.
Yeah, the
plus
base is really... Oh, what waste?
That's not going to take every unit though, that mass TP.
Oh, he was going big. He saw Pink coming from back. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
That was a very smart mass TP.
I mean, he lost some gyros, but yeah, mass TP is going to take, 24 units. It won't prioritize gyrocopters, thankfully. But I think he realized that didn't go with him.
Yeah, but he didn't lose much. Like, he's... Maybe he lost like 5 supply or 10 supply. Yeah, and Purple's trying to deal some damage to Orange. And Purple can stay, like, End will be soon for him, yeah, like he's on just a few buildings. Has he any peasants outside of his main base? Just one, right? And that one might die here. Ooh, he wants to save the peasant. He wants to save the peasant.
So, in a turn of events, Pink with the most gold now in the game.
Yeah.
Pink got this expansion and he's kind of been avoiding some fights, but then again his hero levels aren't great.
Oh shit, and Purple cancelled the mass TP. Ah, he has nothing to mass TP anymore, so Purple will just die now, I guess, with everything here. This is a very nice tome for SyDe.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
trapped.
No TPs or anything. I
No.
mean, he has mass TP.
No, but he can't mass TP out. There's nothing outside of the main base. He tried, but he just lost whatever there was. So this is a very nice ending here for
Awesome.
so
another right. So another cool trick that SyDe is going to be able to do now, right, is Phoenix, and then he can mass TP to the Phoenix egg.
True. Long time since I've last seen that.
Yeah.
And there was TGW, the
That was who?
hysterical, the Great Wall, the hysterical
Yeah.
map hacker. So Neutron or Alien are blue then. One of them.
Huge fight here, guys. Look at all these mortars in the background.
Yeah, these
Nice
mortars are
positioning. I
still-
love these mortars right here.
Yeah, and this is looking really grim here for Grey. Like, he's way too split up. He's all over the place. I like the high ground, but like he will just lose everything here. And that's his last army. This is a very nice tome for blue. And we have almost 300 viewers. Very nice. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
My player's forces are under attack.
So it's, yeah, the battlefield is down to 3 players. Okay, no, Red is still in this. Red is on 800 gold, 1 Firelord, and he's like the parasite of Orange. And Pink,
Player's forces are
I guess Pink and, I mean, they are all in decent spots, right? I mean, Pink, Blue and Orange, very even. Ah, that was Alien. You still here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I had to take a phone
no
call.
worries.
Alien was the red elf.
No, Alien was Grey.
a player's forces
So
are
Red
Was
Elf.
Grey.
Someone said it's Eshan. So Red could be Eshan. So
So who's left then? We have Neutron, SyDe, and Eshan,
DV and
right?
DV.
And DV.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Neutron
yeah,
is
that's
blue,
right.
DV is pink, and
Pink.
SyDe is obviously orange. And I think on like SyDe obviously is the most unexperienced FFA player in this with Neutron. Sorry, no, Neutron and SyDe are evenly unexperienced compared to DV, but Double Human is just very awkward to play as undead here, and 7k gold are not that, like, it's not much. So will be interesting here. Okay, yeah, I guess red is Eshan.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, Neutron has a sick hero combo now. Double Stomp, TC, Mountain King. Obviously, he has Archmage for Brilliance Aura, Blizzard, and Mass TP.
Yeah, I think it will depend. I mean, Side has just a way weaker main base. Like, they have so many towers, so I think if they deal some damage to each other and ignore Side for a bit, he could, like, I think he can make most out of the gold, because he's, like, his hero combo is really nice with, like, the stuff he plays, but he needs to be careful of the transmute. Like, he can't play worms anymore, and I think that's, like, he needs worms. He needs worms.
Look at this invisible Torn Chieftain.
Yeah, crazy, but he can't catch up. Oh, and it's scouted by the
He saw
gyros.
him. Yeah.
But nice try.
A player's forces
I guess orange should just consider to finish red now. I guess. I mean, you don't really want them next to you. Like, he's not doing much for you.
Yeah, I mean, probably should finish red. I don't really think red is going to be doing anything. All right, here we go. So I mean, this army and this combo, it's going to be tough for DV to fight this at 80 food with his hero levels.
Wow, the damage
Yeah,
here.
there goes the Dreadlord.
Yeah, his hero levels are just too low to fight this at this point, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think he does it right to focus the Archmage, but
It's going to be double stomp on the Shadow Hunter. It's going to die.
wow, so much damage. Just vanishing. I mean, he's losing some gold still, and orange
Here's
orange
side
is-
though. Look,
Yeah,
Earthquake to the towers.
I guess it's the best time to do that. I mean, he needs
Yeah.
to.
For sure.
And Neutron needs to be very careful here. Like, he can't just mass TP. Like, he needs to be very careful to not lose his Archmage. Like, there's chain lightning in his main base, so he shouldn't TP on too low HP.
He's going to staff it. Yep.
Okay, and he's TPing out, so let's see. Okay, side is pulling back though. I think that
Look
would
at him. Look at him talking right now. Orange back, I'm fighting. He says he needs help, no? Like he's gonna answer him like, yeah, he needs help. Keep attacking me.
Oh, and he's pushing in, killing all the towers. So I think the towers were definitely a waste of... Wow, nice dodge here. I think the towers were definitely a waste of resources, honestly. With this
Yeah,
kind of gold, I think it's just too many towers. Especially
I
if
agree with you.
Especially if you build them like all clumped up. Like if he had split them, I guess he like 10 towers could have been fine here, but like this was just a waste.
So we got the final three-way minus Eshan. I don't know what the hell Eshan is doing.
I mean, he will never leave, like unless he loses his buildings. So.
Right. He's always gonna play till the absolute finish. But
I appreciate that. I mean, it's better.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Neutron only has 4K gold, although he's going to 100 food now. Side would be, you know, a little bit more than 4K at 100 food.
Yeah, and I think it's looking better and better for Side here because he's not blowing any gold, while Neutron is just heavily investing into armies here. And I guess, I mean, DV has the weakest heroes, but he will get to transmute eventually. And
Thing with DV though, he got crushed in his main base, and he was scrambling, so he taverned all 3 heroes. Did you see that?
no, I totally missed that, but yeah, that was expensive.
So that was like what, 2K, 1800 gold, 1700 gold, something like that. His
Yeah.
hero levels.
I mean, he didn't see Side helping.
And I get
so-
it. I mean, yeah, exactly. He didn't see side helping, right? But maybe it would have been better to just kind of play dead a little bit, not rebuild his heroes, and wait for side to attack blue. But it's easy to say when we're in observer mode.
Ooh, and orange is on pink. Interesting.
Yeah, he might just be clearing the proxy.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense, but can also trigger people in this situation. But
Right.
forces are under attack.
I mean, he has no mass TP. If he had mass TP, maybe, but in this situation, I mean, he can TP then anyways.
Eshan said, Neutron, how can you help me win? And then that's how you help him. Just feed me your hero. Just kill this hero.
Yeah, it's looking grim for Eshan here. 16 gold, 0, 10. So That's not going to be enough for. And he can, like, he has nothing to even kill his own buildings. I mean, will take a while until this flying machine will kill his buildings. Oh, and mass TP coming into DV's main base. So I
Oh,
think
yeah.
there might be a risk of Neutron.
Here we go.
Neutron might tunnel
Here we
vision too
go.
much on DV here.
I wonder if Neutron should TP up here and take the high ground.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Or at the top left, maybe there are no towers. Yeah, he does that. I guess it makes sense. Yes, finally. Ooh. That was a nice mass TP, but still, I think he overextends potentially. Like, it's very risky. He will get teamed for some time, and his bank doesn't really support that. And also, DV has quite a nice army here, so it'll be interesting. Like, DV can defend this, I think. Do you think SyDe is helping too early?
Sorry, Hightech. I missed the last 30 seconds there on the phone.
No worries. Do you think SyDe is helping too early here? I think you could just lean back. But on the other hand, it's maybe nice to just help, and then you can say, okay, no, I help, so you don't get teamed for doing nothing, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for attacking the human right now. Like, he obviously feels like Neutron is going to be the major threat, right?
Yeah.
So, plus Neutron is really going all in on him right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he did in his last FML game. Like, he feels very confident to finish the final one-on-one, but I think he highly overestimates his, like, I mean, his heroes are amazing, but, like, I wouldn't want to fight SyDe here against 7k. I know.
Yeah, so I wonder what Neutron is doing. Like, he's just all-inning on Pink's base while SyDe just destroys his main.
And losing castle alone, like, it's really not worth it, I think, in this situation. In a three-way, like, you don't really want to lose your castle to 3 heroes and 2 worms.
A player's forces are under attack.
And this army of Neutron can be easily killed now by AoE.
Yeah, or even just the Griffins that TV has there.
Yeah. I don't know why DV is not attacking with his Griffins. Like, his Griffins could just fly over. Like, there's no AoE except the Blizzard. Like, he could just kill all these mortars.
Right.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't do it now. No, I mean.
But where is that TPing to? Here we go.
Yeah, to the right. But SyDe sees it. SyDe has a shade there. And SyDe doesn't really, like, I mean, if I was SyDe, like, what's he thinking? I mean, no one's TPing, so he can just easily finish up this main base.
Right.
Yeah, a really decent spot for him.
Attack.
And Eshan is losing his last building, and maybe, I don't know if Neutron really scouted that Eshan is that dead. I'm not sure if he knows.
So DV's still in a fine spot, right? Especially because you would think that SyDe and Neutron are going to see that each other are the biggest threats. Like, they're probably going to underestimate DV.
Yeah. We'll see. I guess it will come down to Neutron here. Like, I think SyDe and DV know their position. I think Neutron may not have a... I think it will depend on Neutron now. Like, if Neutron is willing to team SyDe or is willing to attack SyDe, then I think it's fine. But if Neutron goes on DV another time, it might get dicey here. And mass TP, yeah. SyDe can just mass TP back in and back out, like onto the shades.
Sure.
Like, shades are so...
Yeah,
TP
shade
and
mass
undead,
TP.
it's so
Right.
crazy. And he has shades everywhere. And Eshan is heavily manipping against TV. Like that.
Why is Eshan even manipping right now?
Player's forces are under
Because he
attack.
doesn't want to see the player winning that took him out.
I think it's kind of bad manner for
Yeah, of
Eshan to manip
course.
like that.
The good old Nightwing. So yeah, still $200, $250 on the line here, and DV 3,650 gold. He has the Alchemist on level 6 now, Dreadlord level 5, and SH level 6, but that's still not enough, I guess, to face these crazy 887 heroes of Neutron. While SyDe is just like playing it very, very smartly here. 766. So I mean, he can't take a straight up fight against blue, but base race, like, is like I guess he has the best hero combo for base race. I mean, he has no infernal, but still. Yeah, also nicely
So
stacking.
interesting that SyDe asked DV what his gold was, and he told him the truth, right? 3420, 47 population.
Yeah. But I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, if SyDe should know that if like he had he had his entire corner and could mine it, and even he's almost broken. Like he's on 7k gold, I guess. Like there's no point
Right.
for DV, and like DV wants his help, so why would he pretend to be?
Sure.
I mean,
Well, and then SyDe got answered the same question, and he said 4K when he's got 7K.
yeah,
Kind of interesting there.
yeah.
I think that's pretty common. You say about 2/3 of how much gold you have.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, I think in this situation, it could have been really nice for SyDe because he's not known to manip and to lie much. So I think this could have been his opportunity to just lie and say like,
1100 or something.
yeah, something like that. So he would have forced DV to really go all in on Neutron. And I think that's what he wants, right? Like he wants to see DV and Neutron completely broken. So in a base race, he should have the upper hand with Mass TP, Phoenix, and Wolves, all the scouts. So I think that's what he wants. He doesn't want a straight up fight against blue. So he wants to get to a point where he can base race blue out. And I guess then it should be no problem for him to face DV anymore.
Right.
And blue has Mass TP, of course. So you don't want to face Mass TP if you're undead. I don't know. I mean, zTsoso says it's disappointing to see Neutron attacking DV, but I think we're not at a point yet where DV is like completely broken. I mean, DV has a main base with towers still. DV has 3k gold. He's not getting a full army, but I don't think it's a worst call to attack him once more here. I guess it's okay. Like, I mean, this should be the last attack though, I think.
Town is under siege. A town is under siege.
So a bit of a stalemate here.
Yeah, it seems blue, like Neutron didn't see that Eshan is dead. So that's why he was still assuming it's a four-way. But I was just saying, I don't think it's the worst call to attack DV once more. Like, DV still has 3k that he's not willing to spend, as it seems. So, like zTsoso just said, it's like a totally stupid call, but I don't necessarily think that.
To what? For blue to attack pink again?
Yeah, once again, just to like killed the towers. And interestingly, SyDe is on DV now. Like, it's not the best call, I guess. But I don't
I mean,
know.
it's fine, right? Like, I mean, he's weakening both players.
Yeah, but that will, like, if Neutron sees that, I think he will realize that it's time to attack SyDe. I think SyDe could just let the win come to him.
Well, SyDe is going 100 food now, so I think he's prepping for this 2 versus 1.
But can he fight that? I mean, against 2 players, and blue is still 100 supply, it's 76. Don't think he can fight both, but we'll see. I mean, if he wanted to win this safely, I think he should have lied about his gold and just waited for Neutron to fight DV once more, and then...
Yeah, probably would have been the best move. Respect, though, to him, going 100 food here.
Yeah.
I think the fact that we have these 2 pro solo players that are aggressive, the game's not going to take too long.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. I like that too. I mean, SyDe is playing this casually, I guess. I mean, it's very late for him too, and he played until 4 AM last night, so he might be very tired.
All right, here's some of the teaming here.
Nice defense here by SyDe. I mean, he will lose some units over time. It's just too squishy.
He's gonna lose a lot of units, really. No Death Knight to heal.
So needs to be careful here. FS. Yeah, you really don't want to fight here in this position, like, but that's what I mean. I mean, he's undead. You can't really base race if both enemies are in front of your main base, so you need to defend. But
you know what he needs is like, he needs mass worms, right? Like this ground army now against Blizzard and Carrion Swarm and Stomp and.
But against Alchemist 6, I don't know. Like, it's a waste
Yeah,
of
I mean,
gold, I think.
Alchemist 6 is Alchemist 6, right? But if he had 100 food of worms, maybe with a couple necromancers and a couple banshees, the human player doesn't have gold to make gyrocopters, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he still has some up here. Look, he went a lot of rifles, interestingly enough. It's his unit choice.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, we often saw, like, just 100 supply worms rolling over everyone. And I agree it will be the right call here, because it's not as squishy against AoE, but it's also like a huge investment. And if you build that, like if you go for mass worms, I mean, they will just team you forever. So I don't know. And with transmute, we'll see.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's more of a later game move.
Player's
Oh,
forces are
he
under
could.
attack.
Ah, damn. He could have mass TP'd on the shade to kill the TC. That would be a great opportunity here for SyDe. Like, if he kills all these 3 heroes here, I think he's in a great spot.
Is he waiting to mass TP?
I think blue will mass TP in a second. I don't think orange will. Like, orange is moving out with the, like, SyDe is moving out. Oh, he forgot his blood mage.
A player's
That's a
forces are
disadvantage.
under
Like, SyDe has too big of an army now for mass TP. So, in that regard, I guess Worms would have been even better.
No, his army fits within. It's 24 units.
Yeah, but yeah. Looks like, yeah, okay, it's, how many units is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think it's roughly 20, so it's not that many that you can get still.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely plays in Neutron's favor.
He didn't earthquake the main though. Yeah, I like this army also, obviously, with lots of anti-magic shield and crit fiends. But still, like, to Blizzard and Mountain King and Torn Chieftain, I don't know. It's tough to go undead ground when you're facing Clap and level 5 TC plus.
Player's forces are under attack.
I think DV should, Side should defend now. Try, like, he might be able to push back DV, which will be really good for him.
He says he sees DV's army hidden. I don't see an army though.
The 3 griffins, right? Yeah.
We have a few griffins.
Yeah, that's a downside if you like hide like just a few units. It can appear like a... I sometimes have that, like if I just hide like one chimera that I staffed because I don't want to get transmuted, and then like I don't know where to hide it because like everyone will suspect a hidden army if he sees like one chimera.
A town is under siege.
Ooh, this is a nice earthquake here.
Town is under siege.
So blue is gearing up for mass DP. He's putting inner fire on his units. See where he sends it. So I'll tell you that side, it worked out for side to where both humans' main bases are being weakened back and forth, right? The castles are being beat up.
Yep.
Normally you see the undead bases destroyed. So now that the castles are gone for both pink and for blue, that means there's going to be no mass tanks, right? No tanks against his base, which is just going to be super helpful for side.
Yeah, and I mean, DV is really under heavy pressure here, and he can't, like, without Infernal, he doesn't really have much base race potential here. Like, he can just tickle the buildings.
Player's forces
Do you think he should try to defend here? I mean, it's mass TP, but still.
A town is under siege.
And I dislike that Neutron is not really spreading anything out on the map, so there's not much Neutron can mass TP out of his main base right now.
So yeah, Neutron is just letting side finish DV, right? Like, I think that they should be trying to team side more, but they're electing not to do that.
I mean, Neutron feels very confident about his heroes, I guess. But I mean, he doesn't have many buildings, so if side plays it well, but I mean, you always reach this point, and I think he passed it already, where you kill so many buildings that in this case DV might not be willing to
Player's
peace with him,
forces are under attack.
and side can. I don't think side can defend against both, so he needs to hope that DV is not getting help from Neutron here.
I mean, yeah, no, I agree with you for sure. At this point, though, like, DV has nothing, right? Like, his heroes are fine. Like, yeah, he has Transmute, he has a Dreadlord that'll have Infernal soon. But he doesn't have much army, so side doesn't have to worry about it too much, especially because the human spent all his gold on this Rifle Caster kind of army. We know that Rifle Caster isn't necessarily a super strong free-for-all army.
Player's forces are
So
under attack.
I think
Especially-
Neutron
yeah.
made a mistake in his army composition, right? I mean, look at Sai's heroes. He has Flame Strike, Blizzard and Chain Lightning, right?
Yeah,
All
he-
three
but-
AoEs, and
Yeah.
the human went mass ground.
Yeah, he had to go for that army because he wanted to go for another push on DV, but he lost his castle, so he could not go for tier 3 units.
Right.
So he had
I
to
think
go for
maybe
that.
Breakers would have been better, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Breakers with, since he has Mountain King and since he has Torn Chieftain.
Yeah, I don't know what, I mean, I don't know.
Are under attack.
Oh, and this is a dangerous situation here for DV. It's a cripple, he needs a TP.
And he doesn't have a hull. He does have a hull.
Yeah.
And there he goes.
Oh, and Neutron is also finishing DV, so... Okay, so Neutron wants the 1-on-1. This is the last building here for DV, so...
Right, and right here. Oh, yeah, that's it. Good game.
GG. So now Neutron is on the spot here. Like, Neutron really needs to finish it against
Player's
Sheik and
forces are
STP.
under attack.
We'll see. Where's... Oh, DV bought... DV... DV is still in game. I mean, he has 1,730, so I guess he can get his heroes back at some point. But he will need a lot of lumber.
Yeah, side 100 food.
Yeah, side really needs to mass TP, I guess, and try to kill buildings here.
A player's force.
Oh, I guess he needs to kill the mortar first. Oh, I got a lag. Are you still there?
Oh, no. I dropped. How about you?
Yeah, me too.
Did the whole game drop?
I guess, like if we dropped. I hate this. Reforged is such a shit.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow.
That's a downside of 8 ways. Like they take too long, and you have so many armies and units so that I guess there's a higher chance for this shit. I mean, I guess there's a small chance that only observers disconnected, but that is, yeah, very unfortunate. So I would say it was very, very close one-on-one.
Yeah, I think side had an advantage, but I mean, if everyone wants to replay it, then I guess replay it. I don't know what you want to do about that.